Hello everybody, guys and girls. Hope you're all doing well this week. I'm continuing with the prepositions this week because I actually asked you guys to help me out and my students and tell me where you're having difficulties with prepositions. And a few of my students did help me. And what I did today was I wrote them down because I kind of missed a few of the in, on and at last week. So I'm going to go over the ones that I missed and look at the ones that my students told me about. So one of my students yesterday, in fact, was talking to me about pictures taken on her friend's iPhone. And she was talking about the camera, and she said the camera in the back, or she said at the back, but it's actually on the back, or the camera on the front of your smartphone. Another student, no, in fact, a friend of mine was talking about her contact lenses, and she said that she had to put her contacts on or off, but it's not. It's actually in. So you put your contact lenses in and you take them out, which I know can be confusing because really you're putting them kind of on your eyeball. It's a bit disgusting, but it's actually in. So I guess you can think of it as like in your eye, even though it's not actually in your eyeball. Anyway, it's in and out. And one other student, let me look, was talking about a meeting actually that she was going to, and she said that she would be on the meeting, but it's not on the meeting, it's in the meeting. So, because again, what I was saying last week was about when you're inside a room, and you can think of yourself as being inside the meeting. So you're in a meeting. Okay, now some more prepositions of in, on and at that I missed out last week and the week before. So one of the things I missed with on, the on preposition, is TV. Now I did say about if you're on the computer or on your smartphone, but you watch programs on the TV and you listen to music on the radio. Public transport as well. I mentioned about cars, that you're in your car, but you are on public transport. So you are on the bus, you are on the plane, you are on a train. Also, if you have a picture and you want to put it up on the wall, so you put it on the wall, it's not at the wall or in the wall, it's on the wall. When you kiss someone, if you're lucky enough to kiss someone, you kiss them on the cheek, on the lips, on somewhere else. When a building is on fire, it's on fire, on. If it's someone's birthday, so if it's your birthday or my birthday, then you see someone on their birthday. So it's on, not at their birthday. And I was saying about a precise time is at. Now obviously your birthday is a precise time, but the whole world does not know about it. So people know about Christmas, at Christmas, and nighttime, at night, but they don't know when your birthday is. Your friends do, so they would say on your birthday, but the whole world don't know about it. Unless you're like a celebrity, but it would still be on. You are, if you're on the telephone, you are on the phone. And if somebody has a talent, you say that person is good at the talent, whatever they do. If they're a football player, they're good at football. And if someone tells a joke, You laughed at the joke. If someone gives you a smile, and hopefully that happens every day, and you hopefully should be given smiles, they smiled at you. So I'm smiling at you now. If you work at a company as well, so this is a kind of a thing I was talking about last week a little bit. You work at a particular company, but what department do you work in? So you may work at this company in accounts, in PR, public relations, in human resources perhaps. If you or someone you know is a good lover, you can say they're good in bed, they're good in bed, or in the sack. That's a British phrase there, that person is good in the sack. The pen is in the drawer, or anything really. Could be inside the drawer, so anything inside is in the drawer. People could be standing in a circle. You know, if you're a teacher perhaps, you might get your children in a circle. And you used at, again, you remember I was saying about precise times, but you use in for imprecise times. So you can say, I'll be there in an hour. I'll be there in about half an hour. Okay, when you're at a hotel, okay, but you'd actually say that you are staying in the hotel. Because again, you're inside the hotel, you're inside the room. If you have a garden, if you're lucky enough to have a garden, you could be watering your plants in the garden. So you're in your garden. And I was thinking about senses as well, you know, because what prepositions do you use with your senses? So with your eyes, you look at something or someone. You listen to something. The smelling, you smell and you taste and you touch. There's not really a preposition, you kind of smell that, so you smell this food, smell this rose perhaps. And yeah, I think that really, I've gone through quite a lot now. I think you know now. Didn't do any sense memory things, imagine. I kind of did that the last few weeks, but there's quite a lot there to go through. But I thought about something else to help you with your prepositions. I'm sure you, like I, love to watch films and series, and they have titles that have prepositions in them. So I'm going to go through a few that I've found, some classics and some recent films, and then you can think about, okay, that means, first of all, classic musical. I've never seen it. It is on my to-watch list, but Singing in the Rain. So if you're out in the rain, you are in the rain. There's a recent one with Helen Mirren, Eye in the Sky. So if something is up there, it's in the sky. So birds are in the sky, the planes in. Superman, he's in the sky. What We Do in the Shadows. So I think that's from last year. So I guess if you are in a shadow, you're in it. I'll See You in My Dreams. I don't know this film, but it was on Rotten Tomatoes, I think maybe last year. So if you are dreaming about someone or something, that is in your dream. The Lady in the Van. I have seen that one. It's a really fantastic film. So again, that was, you know, like a car. You're in a car, you're in a van as well, because it's still an enclosed space. You may have seen this, The Fault in Our Stars. The Fault in Our Stars. I haven't seen it. And Into the Wild. I have seen that one. Fantastic film about that guy who goes into the wild, into the woods. It's a great film. So again, also, these are great recommendations. The ones I've seen, and Singing in the Rain. It's meant to be good. to help you with your English. Now, On the Waterfront, classic film. Marlon Brando, one of his earliest films. And again, you can think about that. He's on the waterfront. That's where he is, where it's based, on the waterfront. The Bridge on the River Kwai. Again, a classic. Never seen it, but it's obviously it's meant to be brilliant. And you can think about that. It's a bridge, kind of. It's on the river. It's not physically on it, but it's kind of above it. But it's going across it. So they say it's on the River Kwai. So the London Bridge is on the Thames. The Last Man on the Moon. That's a film as well. Never seen it, never heard of it, but you can think about when people did go to the moon, if they went to the moon. Not sure they did, but they probably did. On the moon, they were on the moon. And 20,000 Days on Earth. Another film I haven't seen or heard of, but it's fairly recent. And that's, again, we are all on the Earth. And a few at, because there weren't many films I could find with at in there, but there's one I watched just a few months ago called It Comes at Night. It's quite a scary film. I enjoyed it. I'd recommend it as well. So you can see at night, a precise time at night. And also at night again, I have seen this one, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. It's a brilliant film. It's not actually in the English language, but it's still a good film. And that's it for this week. I'm going to continue this because I did say I'm going to look at some other words. I've again been focusing on the in, on and at, but there's just so many prepositions or times you need to use in, on and at. So I've gone over them all, I think, now. If I've missed some, please do tell me. Write it down and let me know. So yeah, next week I'll be doing some more other ones, other prepositions. So yeah, that's it. So please do follow if you haven't, share it, follow my YouTube, I think last week I said I got 14. I checked it out, I've actually got 13. So please do follow and have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.